Hey there guys, gals, and non-binary pals, it's DMG and welcome back to Blitz, and today I have mastery gameplay for you in the Type 62 Dragon. This is the Tier 7 Chinese light tank that is also a premium. The tank makes a decent amount of credits when played well, and let me tell you, I won this tank in a crate from the Winter Fair back in, 2016 I believe? That was the year that the M60 was released, and it has just been sitting in my garage for over a year, and this is my first few set of games. Well, this is one of my games from my first few in this tank. I'm not an enormous fan of light tanks, but this tank does hold kind of a special place because it's a Chinese tank with gun depression, so you can make it work, and we'll be on Mayan Ruins today. So I'm going to go up to this bush first and see what we're going to see. And I don't think anyone's going to be there, but somehow an E25 has just somehow gotten up there as quick as I have, and this is one of the few tanks that I still want to collect as a premium from Wargaming. But I'm already starting just to link in shots on this E25, and he is just quite outmatched as he does not have a turret. And I've gone, 3 for 0 so far, and I'm about to go 4 for 0. He's on a one-shot, and he really cannot do anything to help himself as he does not have the turret to support his aggression in this area. Now I'm going to get popped twice by the Type 58 and the T-34-85 Rudy. Both are very dangerous tanks, and I need to get down, and I start to panic a little bit as I don't really know what to do. I also notice a full health KV-2 on my left, so I'm just going to go for him, and I don't really know how this bounces on his turret. I know the KV-2 does have some bouncy bits on its turret, but at the same time, the turret is also quite weak. And notice how this is a full health KV-2. That's one shot. That's two shots. About half his health is already gone, and will I link in a third? I do. And before he even gets his next shot off, this KV-2 is on a one-shot, and now I am just going to absolutely just annihilate him, and he will be out of the game. This really annoys me right there, as for some reason the gun just decides to flick up for no reason, but this Rudy does show me his track as he tries to avoid fire from someone else, and now I'm just going to start linking in shots on this Rudy and seeing if I can just take him out of the game. He has extremely high DPM, so removing him from the game will make me feel much better about the situation. Now the thing about the Dragon, while it doesn't have a lot of armor, a lot of the tank itself is tracks. So if you decide to shoot an angled side, it will be absorbed, and unfortunately, while this Chinese tank does have, 7 or 8 degrees of gun depression, it is not enough to shoot the Rudy as he goes down the slope. And I angle again on my track for a drift, and he does shoot me again there, and I end up bouncing another shell. And this is what's so good about the Dragon, is that the speed is the armor, and that the tracks on this tank are quite helpful to avoid damage. You shouldn't rely on them, but they are useful. Now I'm just going to sit in stealth, put a shot into that 34-85, and he is going to get to safety before I am able to link in another shot. Now I'm not really sure what to do. I just want to sit in stealth, but then I start moving forward as I want to hunt somebody. I'm hoping I can hit with that heavy tank, but that Type 58 comes over, and I really don't have the hit points to take another shot from him, as I feel losing hit points at this stage of the game would really hurt me in the long run. Now I want to engage that Tiger 1, but on second thought, I mean, although this is the new update, I think, wait, that's probably kind of a bad idea. So I run away from this situation, and I decide to attack from a different angle. That Tiger 1 comes screaming down that slope at me, and I put a shot into him, and the IS seems to put another shot in as well. But I do believe he bounces as his HP doesn't really change. I put in another shot into that Tiger 1. The thing about Chinese tanks is that they're quite small, and they are very prone to module damage. So I do, he does take out my engine and my tracks there. I get down that slope again because I was thinking I could do the same thing to him that the Rudy did to me, as if I can just get below his gun enough, he won't be able to depress his gun to shoot me. So I avoid damage in that scenario there. Now, the IS is going to be helpful and put in a shot, and I will be able to put in a heat round into the Tiger just to guarantee that kill. Once again, those tracks are coming into play there, as the T-29 is using the kitty gun, and he is not able to penetrate me using the crappy little 76mm weapon that should not be on a heavy tank. That IS is going to go for a face hug, and I will link in the final shot of the game for a kill, securing 5 kills. That is a Radley Walters medal. Now, the Dragon is a very powerful tank, but I'm still not an enormous fan, as I do like to have some armor. I feel like I do better with some armor. on me. I feel like I win more when I'm able to abuse a front plate. But there's a mastery badge, 4,075 damage with 5 destroyed, netting me about 91,572 credits, and with a spare parts bonus as well. Now, I did, what, at least twice as much as anyone else on the enemy team. Now, the Dragon is a very, I would actually say it's on the more difficult side of tanks to play, but once you get the feel of it and you can abuse the DPM and the camo, and your teams do not suck around you, this tank can be quite capable. Now, here's just a few snippets on Winter Malinovka and all that as I close out. But if you really liked that content, seeing me abuse arguably OP premium tanks, please hit that like button and subscribe for more. And if you didn't, please leave your constructive criticism in the comment section. As always, I appreciate the opportunity to share my passion with you today, and I hope to see you next time.